They were recently billed as the biggest losers in Hollywood of 2023. And as we told you, both Harry and Meghan were not necessarily too fussed about that. After all, the debacle with South Park, Family Guy, Saturday Night Live, cartoons, it has been a year of, well, absolute devastation upon their brand. But we told you first and exclusively here on the show that they were rather miffed that the Hollywood Reporter, the esteemed Bible of the entertainment world, had dared not to address them by their full titles. That's right, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. Meghan, you see, even though titles mean nothing. I know I keep mentioning that, but she said it. What's fascinating about that, though, is simply this. When you consider it, you kind of think to yourself, well, as Prince Harry said with that sit-down interview with a TV interviewer, what good would do taking the titles away? Clearly a lot. It's a very thorny issue, isn't it, by the sounds of it? What's interesting, though, and I thought I'd share this with you, is it's been told back to me that Prince Harry was incredibly annoyed by the fact that he barely got a fleeting moment in that recent ratings mega-busting hit for His Majesty the King, the King's documentary, showcasing, of course, the wonderful historical day on May the 6th here in the very heart of London of the King's coronation. An historical day, of course, that should have included Prince Harry's children and, of course, his wife, if she could have been bothered, of course, to tear herself away from apparently preparing a lemon drizzle cake back in Montecito. No shine on her, so not turning up, many thought, right? What's interesting also when you think about it is that Prince Harry seemingly now is very miffed by the fact that, well, you know, it's everything he thought he'd pointed out in his autobiography Spare. Everything that he said seemingly is in that particular documentary, how he's not included in things. In fairness to the videographer, how can you include somebody that barely made a dent in the proceedings? You rocked up at the last minute, scruffy in Dior, and then jetted off without even wishing your father the very best in public on such a special occasion. It has to hurt. But apparently, once again, it's all about how they feel and not necessarily His Majesty the King. Moving forward, though, here's a story that is very well hidden, but we like to share it with you first here on the show. You will recall at the end of November that the former royal known as Prince Harry was ordered by the Royal Courts of Law that he now had to pay back just shy of £50,000 to associated newspapers. That is the Daily Mail, the Mail on Sunday, and of course the Daily Mail online. A lot of money. And of course they were umming and ahhing, and it came to the last day yesterday. Well, very quietly I can tell you that particular fee has now been resolved. Now, as ever, there's still ongoing battles with various other press departments that Harry apparently is taking very tense instruction on in order to present himself in a better light, be more equipped if required in court, and more importantly, he believes 2024, alongside his wife, will be their winning year. Couldn't go any worse than 2023, though, could it? Neil Sean in the very heart of London.